And from there... So yeah, there's it launching the probe and the thing exploding. So obviously they were right when they said to postpone indefinitely. There's something else flying out there too.
Yeah, I think if you remember at the beginning, I said you can see they have the satellite and you can see that satellite.
Okay.
That's that little white dot that's going around your planet.
Okay, so yeah, so they were right about the about the probe cannon, that if you launch it, if you use it, it'll be catastrophic because it was completely ripped apart by that one launch. But first, let's have a look at our log. There's going to be a ton of stuff in here because I haven't actually looked at my log in a while. I went to a couple of planets before getting that, so we'll have a quick review of this, quick recap. Zoom. The seed from the Dark Bramble crashed here, so on our planet, and has already taken root. Tektite wants to use a scout launcher to get a look at what's inside. Oh yeah, I could do that as well. There's more to explore here.
There you go.
There's something to do. Okay. And when he says scout launcher, can I just use my own to do that? I assume I can.
Yes. You
just fire my own right into the hull.
Yeah, you have one. You do not need to use the ship's one to do it.
The Nomai decided to build a larger, more sophisticated eye signal locator, Brittle Hollow South Pole. Yes. Going to Brittle Hollow went terribly last time, so we'll have to explore that. Reback the village. Oh, it's all the way out here. Okay. Orbital probe cannon. The Nomai finished building the final module for the orbital probe cannon and sent it into orbit around Giant Steep. I used a Nomai projection pool and saw the interior of a space station in orbit around Giant Steep. We saw that. Maybe that space station is on the moon that I tried to land on unsuccessfully. Because they said a space station in orbit, and the only thing that I saw, well, I mean, there was also the orbital probe cannon. Maybe it's like the inside of the destroyed orbital probe cannon, but it looked sort of too nice to be that. Maybe not. Maybe it's the interior is still intact, even though the rest of it ripped itself apart. But maybe it's also inside that moon that, for whatever reason, I can tag, but doesn't have a name.
It's also, like, if you really want to try and locate it down, you can always go back and take, like, a good look.
Yeah.
From that projection pool.
Construction Island. This island is where the Nomai built the orbital probe cannon. For some reason, the Nomai put the orbital probe cannon on indefinite hiatus. The cannon was not asked to fire. Well, we saw what happened when it did fire, and it did not go particularly. I mean, it launched the probe, but it also destroyed itself doing so. So a little good, a little bad. According to a Nomai computer, a long-range probe was recently launched from the orbital probe cannon. Yes, which we saw. There's more to explore there. Yes, I know that because I shattered my legs when the graph came back. The Sunless City. Let's look at this. There's a path leading to the high energy lab from the Sunless City. Okay, and then we'll go from Ash Twin Towers. There were several large Nomai towers form a ring around the Ash Twin's equator. The Whitehole Station was used as a model for these towers, which were built for the Ash Twin project. Still don't know what the Whitehole Station is, other than that it was used as a model for these towers, and there's more to explore. Black Hole Forge. The Nomai crafted warp cores at the Black Hole Forge before delivering them to Ash Twin. Maybe that's the blue thing that crashed into us was an unstable warp core, or maybe when they launch warp cores they just like come all fiery like that. I wouldn't think so, but maybe it's like an unstable warp core that was launched from the Black Hole Forge. Maybe. Whitehole Station. The experiments at the High Energy Lab were based on extraordinary findings from the Whitehole Station. Still don't know where that is. The towers on Ash Twin were modeled after Whitehole Station. And the High Energy Lab can only be accessed by a path in the Sunless City. Okay. I think that is everything I have. I'm assuming
you've got one more thing up top.
Oh yeah,
so the green exclamation mark is just new information that you haven't read.
And the orange one means that there's still stuff to find there, I imagine?
Correct.
Okay, yeah, the Dark Bramble Seed. We'll finish off this maybe not finish off this path, but do part of this. Lunar Lookout. Lunar platform with a spectacular view of the solar system. Esther uses their signal scope here to keep tabs on other travelers. Cool. I think I definitely want to go to do the Dark Bramble Seed. So let's do that first. Have this ready to go. Now the hard part is not shattering every bone in my body trying to get down here.
You can probably just walk down that log. I should say tree.
Okay, let's do this. Air duplicate signal. From a scout that's 14 kilometers away. Presumably on the, perhaps on Dark Bramble itself.
Well, you do have a camera. And if you use the directional pad, you can change the direction.
Oh. Looks like the planet's core almost. Maybe the core of Dark Bramble, because that looks like a... It almost looks like it's the stomach of like a creature of some sort, looking at that, because that looks like teeth, obviously. And it almost... Like I'm pointing, but I mean, no one on Twitch can see that. But if you look along the top, just sort of mid-mouth, going back, it almost looks like a spine, sort of. I don't know, that maybe that's just rock formations, but it looks spine-like to me. Like going all the way back. Obviously we can't really see ribs or anything, and it could be like just the pattern of the cave, because there's also trees in there. But it looks like, you know, upper and lower jaw. You can see some teeth on the top and the bottom. And like I said, almost like a spine, or like a length, a bone along the length of whatever this thing is. And that looks like the heart, perhaps. Can't really tell what those rocks are. They almost look like, almost like tadpoles a little bit. But yeah, oh, that definitely looks like a spine. Look at that. It's like with all the ribs and bones attached to it. I don't know. Those don't look like creatures. They look kind of too flat to be creatures and not sort of super detailed. But maybe that's just the way the game looks. But it looks like rocks. But they're also in like a wormy tadpole-y shape. So maybe there's more to it than that. But that is very, very interesting. Okay. Alright. Scout retrieved. I don't know if that updated anything in my log. It should have. I didn't see if it said log updated or not. I'm assuming if I launch this back in there, it's just going to take me to the same spot.
Well, yeah. Well, one of the things you could try is like spamming the the picture button as it's flying.
Okay. Looks like fangs, teeth. Oh, it definitely is. Oh, totally. Although it looks like it's a dead creature. Oh yeah, I just shot right through it, but yeah. Okay, so I was right. Haha. Now I don't know what it is exactly and what all these sort of like broken off bits are. But there's something going on in there. Okay, let's do that one more time. Let's actually have a look around. Okay. Is there a reason why I can't look around? On
I think it
some of
needs
these?
to be
It needs to be stopped first.
yeah. There's also a rear camera
Right.
shot that you could do.
Okay, yeah, it's definitely one of those anglerfish that we saw in the observatory. We shot clean through it. What's beyond? Just some sort of rock. Okay, that's definitely interesting. Okay. I think that's all for that. I'm gonna go back to the ship, see what the computer spits out of our log, and from there we'll figure out what to do. Let's look at the entry here first. I launched my little scout into the seed. Somehow the seed is much bigger on the inside, just like the TARDIS. When I launched my scout into the seed that crashed on Timber Hearth, it ends up being a much bigger space filled with fog and thorny vines and dead animals, as it turns out, and very, very large animals. Much larger than we are, that's for sure. I think so. That's probably we're certain that's coming from Dark Bramble. So when we get there, we'll find out about that. Okay. Our scout. Pre-flight checklist. Excuse me. So I guess actually I should probably plan out where I want to go first. Ash Twin, Ember Twin, Brittle Hollow, Giant Steep. I kind of want to go back to Giant Steep, actually. The Orbital Probe Cannon, yeah.
Yeah, I think to remember, you can mark these locations, I believe, from here. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Let's go. So I want to go back and finish coloring that.
Oh, cool. You marked the construction yard specifically, too.
Oh, look at that. Occasionally I accidentally do things on purpose. Keep the headlights on. I don't think there's any reason to turn them off. At least not right now. Oh, there's the Giga Cyclone, and then there's the like smaller cyclones. Where is this thing? Float around, and then immediately hit one of the
Break. Landing camera damage, landing gear damage, starboard thruster bank damage, starboard hull damage.
Wonderful.
It's gonna make it really hard to fly.
There's a construction yard just a little bit further. Come on. Come on. Somewhere I can like drop it on here. There. Aha.
Surprised you got it out of the water.
Yeah.
Here.
Yeah. As like jank as this has been, yeah. Now the problem is I gotta be careful not to. Am I still on my way above the water?
That's not the end of the world.
Look at that, I can repair it right here. is. No.
You might not actually be able to see it. Oh, actually, never mind.
Oh,
It's
right
there.
beside it.
I think that was everything on the list.
I think so, yeah. Let's go back in the ship. Let's land this thing properly before we. Get out of here without damaging this thing too much.
No.
Aft hull, that's fine. It's not gonna, as long as it doesn't damage my navigation, I can live with it. Okay. Let's and this thing properly.
There you go.
Oops.
Perfect landing, no damage.
Except just a little clip, just clipping it on takeoff. What got damaged though?
I believe it
Aft
was.
hull.
There you go.
There we go. Alright, now let's try not to shatter our kneecaps doing this time. So we're almost done with this area. Now just that one spot I wanted to explore. I didn't get a chance to, which was over there.
Something I want you to think about when you're on that wall, is you were attempting to jump before.
Yeah,
Where is gravity pulling you?
when we obviously sideways from where we're standing right now.
Okay. When you make the jump, where will gravity be pulling you?
Presumably the same direction. But okay, let's just this
Ready?
okay. And this is where I was before. I was trying to grab the brittle hollow projection stone, and then this is when I got dropped on my ass and died.
Yeah, something happens to make you lose gravity.
Okay. Can't seem to get the rest out of here.
Gravity on this planet is a little high. Luckily, you've got
Here we go.
ways
Gravity
to walk around.
walls. The thing that I have to get good at is let's see what's in here. Okay, well there looks like cyclone projectors almost. It's a really sort of weird, spidery looking thing up there. When I'm in this mode, is the game paused?
No.
Okay, so I will get blown on. I will get blown out of here by the storms. Okay, looks like there's another pad. Okay. Oh, I see. I see. Daz and I were lifting orbital probe cannon components into orbit for assembly, and one somehow sank down beneath the current. Conway, you should have seen it. We thought it was impossible for any cannon components to sink even partially below the current, but ours sank straight to the core. Cassava convinced me not to try to recreate the phenomenon myself using other cannon parts, but we're very curious to know what happened. How could something pass through the current? My gratitude for your interesting question. This is exciting. Spire constructed a model of the Giants Deep here at Brittle Hollow's Southern Observatory, and it reveals how an object might sink below the current. Conway, I am unable to grasp the answer by looking at the projection pool. If I visit the observatory, will you kindly explain? If you don't mind the trek beneath the surface to the South Pole, I'd be delighted to see you. There are two trailheads, one at Brittle Hollow's gravity cannon, and one at the Tower of Quantum Knowledge. Well, if they had a gravity cannon, maybe that explains what it is on the gravity. Okay. Nope. Stay close to the ground. We are hugging the ground, so we do not break our kneecap, our shins.
Well,
next
you
time.
notice when something started glowing.
Ooh, this thing's glowing. You're right. does just help hold me in place as gravity comes back. That'd be kind of nice. Oh, that is nice. Okay. See little things. I'm like, oh, I see everything. No, I don't. Oh, that was just the launch from the probe cannon. Okay. All right.
Talk about what we learned, right? We got the projection stone. I was showing you the southern observatory.
Yes.
What else did it have on there? It mentioned something.
Wait, hold on. Let me go back.
I mean, I think it'll be in your log, so ultimately if you don't remember right now, it won't matter.
Sure. So I can just go back and deal with that. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Let's have a look. Is there anything over here? No. Let's do the Southern Observatory first. So the Nomai decided to build a larger, more sophisticated eye signal locator on Brittle Hollow's southern pole. There are two paths beneath Brittle Hollow's surface that lead to the observatory. One starts at the gravity cannon, the other starts at the Tower of Quantum Knowledge. Now, we were only on Brittle Hollow for like a moment before everything went to shit. So I'm going to have to go back there to really know, because I don't know what could have been the Tower of Quantum Knowledge or the gravity cannon, because I didn't really get a chance to look around, because I landed and I think I immediately got tossed out into space. So we'll have to look at that. Ocean depths. The Nomai on the construction yard saw something sink beneath the water current, which they previously thought was impossible. Okay. And up here, the ocean current discovery. The Nomai at Southern Observatory constructed a model of Giant's Deep that revealed how an object might sink below the strong ocean current. Well, we saw the core of the planet for a brief second, and it looked like it was surrounded by... They almost looked like jellyfish. I don't know if they were or not, but when I got swept into that cyclone and got blown under the water, that's what it looked like. Now, I don't know... That obviously has nothing to do with how an object could sink below the current, but that's, what we're dealing with. What's this? I'm just looking at the little, downward triangle symbol there, and being like, I don't know exactly what that is, because, obviously if it has the orange one, it's like, there's more to explore there. If it's got the green exclamation point, there's more you've discovered more information. But this one, I'm not sure. According to the Nomai computer, a long-range probe was recently launched from the orbital probe cannon. Yeah, we saw all that. Okay. Ocean current discovery, ocean depths, probe cannon. We saw all that. Okay. We have a map here. That's convenient. Planetary chart. Yeah, they never identify this moon. To me, that's so weird. They don't identify this as the probe cannon, but I get that they don't know what that is. But this, they're like, this moon is here, but they just don't bother talking about it. That, I don't know, that seems weird to me. Okay, anyways, now the question becomes, do I want to go out and leave this planet? Or do I want to try and land on that place with the burning wreck? I kind of want to try and land on the place with the burning wreck and do as much as I can here, especially with all the cyclones and shit. I don't want to have to come back here unless I, have to. Hopefully I can do this quickly. Okay. Don't have time to mess around. Let's get out there. Okay, there is a cave, which is promising, although I'm afraid that my ship's going to get blown away and I'm going to be stranded here if I stick around for too long.
There's worse things.
I guess. Oh, hey! Gavro's here. Nice, it's you. Good to see you made it here in one piece. First solo launch is a doozy, isn't it? Well, this is actually my fourth solo launch.
Fourth loop.
So hey, don't freak out or anything, but lately I keep, like, dying repeatedly. I don't know, pretty weird. Yeah, that is pretty weird, I would say. What about you? Have you died lately, or is it just me? No, it's me too. We're in a time loop.
Time's been behaving unusually lately. Yeah, time loop makes sense. Cool.
You're taking this pretty well.
Right back at you. Personally, I like the new experience. I've never been in a time loop before. I mean, I don't think I've ever been in a time loop before this one. It looks like you and I are the only ones who can tell that time's gone all weird. I tried radioing Hornfelds and asking if they died too, but they thought I was being metaphorical. Even if I tell Hornfelds about the time loop, they'll never remember by the next one. They don't realize anything's different. And here's another weird one for you. Every time I die, all of my memories from that loop will play back to me. I'm pretty sure that that's related to the big Nomai statue I found on one of the other islands.
Now the question is that the one that he sent back to the planet?
I was looking at it and the statue opened its eyes and started glowing. It replayed my memories like it's seen them through my own eyes. Just like what happened each time I died.
That happened to me with the statue at the museum.
You too, huh? But the Nomai statues must have something to do with why we're the only ones aware of the time loop. So no glowing statue, no time loop awareness. I think that's going to be my leading theory, but if you find out anything about the statues or the time loop, let me know, okay? I'll be there. I'll be here. Anyway, that's what's new with me, but hey, this is your first solo voyage. Kind of. Let's talk about you, you know?
How space treating you? I found something.
Nice. What you got for me?
I just straight up lied and don't actually have anything.
No worries. Feel free to let me know when you find something cool, though. You know where to find me.
Okay. Recycling. So long, yeah. Giant Steve.
Here's something you might like. At the start of every time loop, I keep seeing a bright flash in the sky. Something must be happening up there in orbit around the planet.
Yeah, we saw that, and my running theory is that they launched a probe when they weren't supposed to and ended up destroying the orbital probe cannon as a result.
What else? What else? Have you been to the Statue Island? That's what I've been calling it, seeing as it's the island where I found the glowing Nomai statue. Get it? I was on the beach on Statue Island when the whole glowy business happened, by the way. It's a nice beach for that kind of thing. I give it a solid 7 out of 10 on the Gavro relaxation scale. If you feel like checking out the Statue Island, it's the only one with 2 islands connected by a natural rock arch. Well, mostly connected anyway. You'll see.
Okay, what's up with you? Well, where's your ship?
That's a good question. It's definitely on this planet somewhere. I mean, unless a cyclone came by and tossed it into space, I guess. That'd be pretty nuts.
Yeah, I know. I'm worried the same thing will happen to me while I'm talking to you.
I hope it's not lonely.
And then the last one, what's up with this planet?
I know, right? Oh, you meant, like, tell you more about it? I gotcha. Well, Giant Steep is massive and mostly water. No surprise there. There's a strong current away beneath the surface that prevents anything from sinking below it. Seriously, I've tried everything I could think of to get past the current, and neither idea worked. As for land masses, I've counted 4 islands, including this one. There's also the one with the Nomai statue I saw on the beach. You seen the cyclones? Yeah, they're hard to miss. They toss everything up in the path. Their path, islands included. Little tip: if you get picked up by one, try to land near water. Less likely to kill you.
Oh, so we got flung into space. Okay.
Yeah. No atmosphere being ripped off. You're just in space.
So obviously the islands are. That's very interesting because typically for islands, like actual islands, they're massive pieces of rock attached to they're like literally a piece, almost like a gigantic mountain if you were to look at it at the water level. It's not something that just it's not a piece of rock that floats on the top of the water. So
yeah, these ones are definitely more like floating rocks.
Yeah. I think that's everything. Did I say what are you doing out here? No, I didn't say this one. Exploring solar system. Outer space really gives you room to think. It's quiet and peaceful out here. Yep. Usually quiet and peaceful. Sometimes a cyclone comes flying and lifts a little island out of the water. Then it's dead. Okay, cool. So, he's got his little hammock and his cane. I'm gonna go up here. Oh,
Yeah, maybe you want to identify a signal.
okay, got it. Okay. Oh, that's neat.
Got a little campsite.
Refuel the jetpack. I could roast a marshmallow or doze off. I'm not gonna doze off. Because this seems like not the planet to doze off on.
Yeah, dozing off is mainly just a way to like pass time, right? Without having to actually wait it out.
Alright, so you said there's 4 islands in total. So we've been to 1, been to 2, been to this one, and we've been to the construction yard. And there's the one with the statue, which he says is 2 connected by like sort of a land bridge. I don't know if that's islands 3 or islands 3 and 4. Whoops, nope. Well, I mean, okay. But let me put that up first. Let's fly off. Okay, there's the construction yard. There's gallows. Let's find this statue. This may or may not be a good idea. But whatever, we'll do it. Okay. Suit up. Get in here as fast as possible. Oh, ghost matter. Shit. Looks like it's all through out of there.
Well, how can you see ghost matter?
Isn't there a, I guess it's the skill launcher maybe?
There is a photo. Just remember, you do have photo mode, so you don't always have to shoot the scout out to get the pictures.
Oh. That way has the ghost matter. This one does not. So we'll...
Just remember, your gravity right now is 1.9 times normal, so... Yeah, it just takes a little bit of extra fuel.
Oh, we got flung. Did we get flung in space?
No. So there's definitely something happening, which is causing
Okay, there's no
something
ghost
to
matter.
restart. Just gotta. You'll figure it out eventually.
Oh, just got fried by something. Okay.
Yep.
All right. So I think what I'm going to do is review the last of the footage.
Yeah, I just want to be respectful of your time since we're going
Yeah.
over a little bit.
Yeah. So what I think I'm going to do just to end off is we'll review what we picked up from Gabbro, and that's in the log, and that's probably where we're all.
Well, I'll say let's just set the campfire. We'll review when you come back next week.
Sure.
That way you can get refreshed on everything.
Okay.
I think that's a good way. So why don't we just take out a marshmallow? We'll do
we'll make this a tradition, burning the marshmallow.
Burning the marshmallow at the end. So for everyone on YouTube, thanks for watching. If you liked this, please leave a comment, subscribe. Your support is greatly appreciated, and we will see you next time.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Have a good time.